Hello, I'm Rose and this is Sandra, and today we are going to be teaching you how to make the Capuchin peanut brittle. This sweet and salty treat has the perfect crunch and sheen. You will enjoy it. The Capuchin Franciscans of St. Conrad do amazing work for the poor and in prison. I have such love for these men and their ministry. I have been a volunteer for the Capuchin Franciscans for 20 years. For the past 5 years, I have been making candy for their annual fundraiser, the Brown Robe Gala. I began making candy at home for my family, later the friars, and eventually, professionally, a total of 60 years. Today, I am happy to share the recipe with you. If you enjoy the results, be sure to donate at the link below. The work they do restores the community, and your donations will directly support the formation or studies of the young men who prepare to continue the work of St. Francis. So let's get started. For this recipe, you will need 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of corn syrup, half a cup of water, 2.5 cups Spanish peanuts, 1 tablespoon heaping butter, a tablespoon of vanilla, and a teaspoon and a half of soda, rounded and heaping. First, in a heavy saucepan, combine sugar, syrup, and water. Stir until the ingredients are dissolved. Bring them to boil. Make sure no crystals are present on the side of the pan. After boiling has started, do not stir. Boil until the temperature reaches 230 degrees. Now add 2.5 cups raw Spanish peanuts and a heaping tablespoon of butter. Remember to stir constantly so the peanuts do not burn. Once the temperature gets between 290 and 300 degrees, remove from heat and add a tablespoon of vanilla and a teaspoon and a half of baking soda. Make sure the baking soda is lump-free. Mix well. You will see it start to foam up. Now pour out onto a cookie sheet. Do not spread it out. Let it spread itself. It will look porous. Let cool for 24 hours, then break into pieces. When I'm breaking the peanut brittle, I do break it into a bag so it does not splatter all over the kitchen. This recipe can also be doubled. This peanut brittle is a family favorite, especially during the holidays, but it can be enjoyed any time of year.
Rose, why do you add butter when you're putting the peanuts in?
There are some recipes that the butter is at the end of the recipe, but the browning of the butter causes a more delicious flavor. So you need to brown the butter.
Does it matter what order you put the vanilla and the baking soda in?
Yes, it does. If you put the baking soda in first, it can lump on you. So my advice is you put the vanilla in first, and then you put the baking soda on top and then stir quickly. It is an absolute must to use a wooden spoon over a metal spoon because the conduction of heat is different. This recipe is my way of thanking God for my blessings and helping educate these men to become priests and brothers. Please help us support their formation education by donating at the link below. The work of the Capuchin Franciscans is a blessing to our community. Your donations will directly support their mission by sponsoring the formation studies of young men joining their community. They receive 100% of all donations you make. We are Rose and Sandra. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.